Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, also known as Wide Open Randy, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show helps raise the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding wide open is just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Yo, I love motorcycles, right? If it was up to me, I'd be riding every single fucking day, right? Like they're my passion, they're my way out, they're my therapeutical sessions. But what happens when the bike's parked, right? What happens when life is so busy? What happens when things are just so hectic that you can't find time to ride? Well, my friend, during those times, the gym becomes the therapy. You see, I'm a two-wheel junkie, right? But life doesn't always let me ride, right? Life gets busy, like especially if you're trying to accomplish big things, if you're trying to have like a life greater than the one that you have right now, you're gonna come to a time where you have to put the bike, put the hobbies aside, and fucking grind, right? And so I started lifting instead of like carrying the weight, carrying the stress, carrying the things that I normally carry when I don't get to ride. Because my riding is my disconnect. My riding is my therapeutic sessions. My riding is my freeing of my soul, right? And so what happens when I don't get to ride? The stress builds up, the anger builds up, the things build up. And so lately, I haven't been able to ride. And so lately, I have been really focusing on doing fucking exercise, right? And so, my brother, this one's for the motorheads. This one's for the guys that love motorcycles. This one's the guys that have too much going on their schedule, and they know damn well that the throttle is therapy. The wind in their face, the road under the rubber, right? The stress melting with every mile. Like that is what they live for, right? But what happens when the bike's under the cover? What happens when life is so busy? What happens when you can't go ride every single time that you want, right? What happens when you got your schedule pinned fucking harder than your favorite fucking road to go ride on, right? I've been there. I'm actually in it right fucking now, right? I'm in a season of fucking grind, right? Lately, it's been no handlebars. Lately, it's been the fucking barbells. Lately, it's been go getting my sweat. Lately, it's been go dedicating myself to fucking do the shit that I didn't want to do in order to release the stress that has been building up, right? Because normally I'd go ride. Normally, I'm riding at least once a week. Normally, I'm fucking gonna go and really releasing all this tension and living, right? Like for me, I love fucking riding, and maybe you do too, right? But lately, I haven't been able to ride. And so lately, I've been really focusing on the exercise so that I can release that tension, so that I can release that fucking stress, so I can have some type of therapeutic sessions in my life so that I can be more, do more, and show up the best version of myself. You see, that iron, it hits different when you're using it to stay sane, right? No doubt. Going to lift weights, doing an exercise, that shit will produce for it over the long run automatically, right? But in the moment, and I had to take a deep breath there. In the moment, you never want to go do it. In the moment, you don't want to go show up. In the moment, you're like, fuck, I don't want to go do it, exert this force, right? But this episode is about how working out, right? How about you, me, us stepping in to fucking work out, to do the hard shit, to pump that iron when we can't ride is the way to release the tension, is the way to sharpen our minds, is the way to light that fire back inside, is the way to get your discipline dialed in. It is the way to fucking realign yourself with the man of who the fuck you are so that when you get out of this season, you'll be right there ready to rip again, right? The throttle isn't the only way to release pressure, my brother. It really isn't. For a long time, I thought it was the only way. Like, bro, before I got on this whole change my life trajectory of becoming the best man I was and all this stuff, like, I just focused on riding. I always had the excuse of, the gym isn't for me, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'd rather just ride, all this bullshit. I make so many fucking excuses because riding was my thing and I didn't want to do anything else besides riding. What happens when I couldn't ride is that the fucking pressure build up, the stress build up, everything would build up, and then I had no way to release this shit. Actually, back then, my way to release it was to go drinking, was to go smoking, was to go fucking do shit that right now doesn't even serve me, and I haven't even done for fucking years. And I could say years because I'm fucking over a year already with no drinking, right? right now, in the life that I'm in the season that I'm in the fucking, I'd say, movie that I'm building for my life, that shit doesn't serve me anymore. And while I would love to ride, and after I film this, I'm actually going to go for a fucking ride because it's been too fucking long that I've actually rode the bike that I really love, my GXXR 1000 R. Life has been very hectic. And so I've been really relying on getting the pump. I'm getting the fucking exercise in. I'm making sure that my level, that my insanity is lowered and it doesn't get the best of me just because I haven't been riding. You see, if you don't find a way to release the pressure, my friend, it will blow up in places that you don't want, right? Like you have to have a way to release the stress. You have to have a way to release the tension. You have to have a way to release the things that have been building you up, but things that will create positive outcomes for your life. Because when I was years back, my way of releasing was the way that was not serving the better version of myself. I would go release like I was just expressing to you, drinking, smoking, doing drugs, all this other bullshit that didn't serve who the fuck I wanted to be, right? And so right now, my focus has been on becoming way better than I am, right? I'm creating the man that can't even, I can't even imagine how much more level up I'm gonna be because right now I'm like, yo, I look back at who the fuck I was and I'm like, yo, I can't believe that I used to do that shit, right? I'm so much smarter. I'm so much fucking driven right now than I have ever been in my life. And I want the same for you, my friend, right? And so just because you can't ride right now doesn't mean that you don't have a way to positively release the stress that's been building up. So don't get me wrong. I love fucking riding. That is my thing. That is my therapeutical sessions. That is my way to release stress, to blow, to release my mind, to get free, right? But sometimes life stacks up. Business, family, bills, stress, everything builds up and the bike just stays parked, right? It stays parked in the garage because you just have so much things going on. And that, my friend, is when I really lean hard on the gym. That's, my friend, when I really lean hard on focusing on myself. That, my friend, is when I really lean hard into doing things that I normally wouldn't do to create the man that I never thought that I could become. You see, I'm talking about whatever you need to do, whether it be going for a walk, whether it be building a fucking gangster ass gym routine where you're getting the pump in, right? Whether it be going for a fucking run, whether it be going for a swim, whether it be going for a cycling ride, whether it be going for a beach body workout, right? Taking battlefield maintenance, whatever it is, however you can do it, go fucking do it, my friend. See, one day I felt like I was gonna lose it, right? Like I was overwhelmed, like I had a short fuse, like my brain was fried, right? And then I realized, fuck, I hadn't been able to go release my tension. I haven't been able to do the therapy that I normally go do, which is AKA writing, right? And so I needed to find a different therapy. I needed to find a way out. I needed to find to release this tension. I needed to find a way that I can become more powerful, right? And that's when I found that working out was a way, very similar way to releasing the stress, to releasing the tension, to releasing the buildup that I've been having going on and still feel fucking powerful at the end of the day. I needed war with the iron, and maybe you need it too. You see, life lifting, I should say, doesn't fix your problems. It really doesn't, right? It just makes you strong enough to face them. And that was the thing that I needed to shift. That was the perspective that I wasn't seeing back then. That I thought that, oh, lifting, that shit ain't gonna make my problems go away, right? And it doesn't, right? But what it does, it creates you to be a fucking stronger man, to be a better man, to be a more driven man. And what happens that lifting, it just makes you strong enough to face the fucking problems that are in your life right now instead of fucking running away from them. Because discipline over dopamine is what gets you the life that you really want. Riding gives me joy, my friend. Don't get me wrong, and I'm gonna go fucking ride as soon as I record these fucking episodes right now. Because I normally record them on Saturdays, and yesterday I had a fucking whack ass day, right? And I couldn't get to them, and so today is Sunday, and I'm preparing these for this week that's coming up, and then I'm gonna go ride because I fucking need this time, right? And then when I come back riding, I'm gonna read and I'm gonna go for my walk because I'm still doing 75 hard. I stay like 52, like mid 50s or something like that, and we ain't fucking stopping, right? You see, riding, it gives me joy, right? But lifting, it gives me structure. right? And if you don't have structure in your life, then you're not going to be able to create a life that's bigger than you can handle right now, that you can even dream of right now. Because doing more, putting more on your plate, making more, becoming a better man, it brings more. And I'm not going to say busyness, but it's just going to bring more things into your life that you need to be able to structure, handle, have the discipline to be able to knock them all out, my friend. Both saving you damn life in different ways, right? Riding will save your life if you're a man who loves riding. And then lifting will also save your life because when you can't ride, it helps you release the stress. It helps you stay disciplined. It helps you build up. It lets you build that fucking confidence inside of you that you know it's there, right? See, riding is freedom. It's flow. It's that dopamine hit, right? That you can't explain it to non-riders. And if you're a rider, you know what I'm fucking talking about, right? But when that outlet isn't available, what are you going to do, right? So you can either spiral out of control or you can shift gears, right? And then you can start looking for other alternatives that you can do that it will still benefit you as a man so that you can become stronger while you're in that season that you can't ride. And exercise for me, it brings the consistency, it brings the level up, it brings challenging myself in ways that I didn't think that I could do to help me grow. Where riding is a release, lifting is a ritual. Now I fucking do exercise every single day. And for the past 50 something days, I've been doing 2 a days. No fucking excuses, right? The daily sweat became my anchor when everything else felt chaotic. Chaotic. You see, and I'm getting a little hype right now and I'm getting a little tension because I know that I'm gonna go have a good fucking time as soon as I get rid of this. As soon as I'm not saying I get rid of it, as soon as I process and I finish recording it and I edit and then I'm gonna go upload it and then I'm gonna go rip the fucking throttle and I know I'm gonna have a gangster ass writing session, right? But when I come back, I'm gonna go walk. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna carve out that fucking morning gym session, right? Even if I'm on 4 hours of sleep, I don't give a fuck. And I'm gonna go do this shit because that is the things that have been creating the fucking most movement in my life. That is the things that have been helping me level up. That is the things that have been sharpening my mind. Not only my muscles, because yes, they have been growing and I do feel better when I look at myself in the mirror, but that is so small compared to the level up that happens inside your mind, the confidence that builds up, how you look at yourself, how you perceive yourself, how you walk into a room, how you fucking approach the days when you're working out. It's just fucking different, right? And so you need to be able to say to yourself, right? Am I going to do this or am I going to do this, right? Am I going to just say, oh, yeah, I'm going to do it when it feels right? Or I'm going to say, no, I'm going to fucking do it because this is what I say I'm going to fucking do it. No matter what, I'm going to do it because I say I was going to fucking do it, right? And so you need to show up for yourself. You need to show up for the man that you want to be. You need to do the things that you need to do, even though you don't want to do it. Right? You can chase the high, or you can build the foundation. What is it going to be? You can go get that dopamine hit, you can go get that immediate satisfaction, or you can build a foundation for the man that you want to be, for the man that your family can count on, for the man that your family will be like, yo, that's my fucking role model, right? And maybe for you, you have kids. Maybe that's the man that's going to say, yo, your kids be like, yo, my dad is a fucking gangster, right? See, those are the decisions that you're going to have to make in order to create those results for yourself in your life. Some reasons call better than the others, right? But for you, what is it going to be? Stress is fuel if you burn it right, my friend. And I didn't understand that for a very long time. And that's why I created this episode. That is why I wanted to share with you my feedback, because for a long time, I looked at stress as something that was bad, right? But nowadays, I look at stress as fuel, right? But you got to be willing to burn it the right way. You see, the weight on your shoulders isn't the problem. It's how you carry it, right? Men like us, we're wired to handle stress, but it still cracks us, brother. It still stacks us. It still hits us if we're not prepared for life. In the gym, working out, getting that exercise, every fucking day is where I've processed it. It's where I've been able to meet my anger. It's whenever I meet my frustration. It's wherever I've been meet the pressure. And I've been able to meet that motherfucker and punch him right in the face. You see, I don't dump that shit on my family anymore. And I'm human. I might still have my days where I come home and I have a bad day and I blow up and then I go and I apologize. And that is the fucking difference. That is actually what has helped me level up so much that I'm able to catch myself. Maybe not immediately in the moment, But right after, I'm like, yo, that wasn't the right move. That's not who I am. That's not who I'm working on becoming. That's not why I've transformed so much. And so I go and I apologize right in the moment, because before I would let my ego get the best of me, be like, yo, fuck that shit. It's not about the gains. It's about the control that you get over your life, over your mind, my friend. You see, my life may feel out of control some days, but that barbell, those gym sessions, those weight sessions, those cycling, those swims, whatever it is for you, that right there is your opportunity to move forward. That right there is your opportunity to grow. That right there is your opportunity to become someone greater than you are right now, my friend. You see, after a week of getting steamrolled by life, then you go in the gym and you hit a fucking PR, or you go for a run and you hit a fucking record lap, or you go for a fucking swim and you go longer than you can, right? Not because I was strong, but because I was fed up, because I was tired of giving in, because I was tired of letting the stress build up, because I was tired of living this fake life that I knew wasn't for me. It's the magic of training with purpose that will get you the life that you want, my friend. Because when the world feels like it's too much, that's when you're going to go harder. That's when you got to go run longer. That's when you got to lift heavier. That's when you got to go do sessions and things that are way harder than you can even imagine, so that when you accomplish that, you can look back and say, that wasn't shit. So don't run from it. Lift with it. Right? And so my question for you as we wrap up this episode, my friend, is what's your go-to stress release when the thing that you love most isn't available? Right? What is it? Right? And if you don't have one, now is the time, which is why I'm asking you this question, so you could see it, so you could bring it to reality, so you can say, holy shit, maybe I'm not able to ride right now, but I'm able to go do this. And this right now is going to make me feel better, right? And so my challenge for you this week is I want you to pick 3 days, right? 3 days, right? Only 3 days. Typically, I'd tell you, yo, go do this shit every day, but maybe you can't do it every day. Maybe you're not on that mission yet, right? Hopefully, eventually, you will be on that daily mission. But right now, let's just pick 3 days, right? And I want you to hit the fucking gym. If you can't hit the gym, I want you to go out for a run. If you can't go for a run, I want you to go for a bicycle run. Do something that's going to get your fucking heart pumping, right? No matter what. And I want you to do it for 3 days this week, 30 minutes minimum. Maybe 45, maybe an hour, but 30 minutes minimum, right? And I want you to make it a non-negotiable therapeutic session for yourself. And I want you to train like your life depends on it. And then watch how your mindset starts to shift. Watch when you finish that workout, how you're like, yo, I feel so much fucking better. Because the truth is that I never want to do it before I actually do it. But when I finish, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling good. I never regret that workout. So your bike, you see, my friend, your bike will wait for you. Your bike is going to be right there. My bike is in the garage. Yeah, it has a little dust, but I'm going to go wipe that shit off. I'm going to go use it. Your boys will ride with you again. And hopefully some of my boys are ready to ride this afternoon. And if they're not, I'm going to go fucking still handle it. Right? But your mind, my friend, your sanity, right? That's something that you got to protect right now. And the iron, it will always be there when the road can't be. So choose it. Don't let it choose you. You choose it, my friend. You put it into play. You make it happen. You become better because of you, not because of no one else. Yes, you use your family, use the people you care about as a fire starter, right? As a multiplier, as a catalyst to become more. But if you don't want to do it for yourself, if you don't want to improve you, if you don't feel like maybe I can believe more, then you will never do it, because you have to create the belief system in yourself in order to become better, my friend. If you don't want to do it, then no one's going to force you to do it. So what are you going to do? Are you going to go do it, or are you going to just keep playing small? Choice is yours, my friend. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, and I'm calling all the motorsport enthusiasts who want to improve their situation. Let's break free from all the shit that's been holding us back, and let's become the badass motherfuckers that we're all meant to be. Breaking the stereotype is exactly what we're here to do. This movement is called Live Your Life Wide Open, and helping others level up is the mission that God has tasked us with. If you still haven't subscribed yet, my brother, I don't know what you're fucking waiting for. Smash that button so you never miss another episode. And if you vibe with today's message, and you'd like to help contribute to the growth of this mission, do me a solid. Share this episode with another man, with another motorhead, with another gearhead, with someone who's on the same mission, who's on the same path, who's on the same fucking alignment to become better, to do more, to be more than the person that we are right now, my friend. Because that right there is how we help this community grow. That right there is how we help men expand. That right there is how we help others, brothers like you and me, become better than we can be. I'll catch up with you on the next episode. Until then, live your life wide open, my friend. Peace.